Something about Ravenhold Academy felt unsettled. Ever since Lucien Blackmoor's arrival, the whole rhythm of the school had just shifted. The hallways seemed to echo with more noise, whispers grew sharper, and even the laughter felt a bit forced. Despite this strange unease that followed him and his family, it seemed like every girl was completely drawn to him. They'd linger by his desk, jump at the chance to be his partner in class, and invent any excuse just to say his name. It was totally irrational, and yet completely irresistible. Elara, however, watched all of this from a distance. She never tried to push her way into his crowded orbit. Her feelings were a quiet secret, carefully buried beneath shy glances and quickly averted eyes. She didn't tell a soul, not even her closest friends, but they saw it anyway. They noticed the way she'd pause whenever Lucien walked into a room, or how her voice would soften just a little when he spoke nearby, and Lucien noticed too. What puzzled him wasn't all the attention he was used to that, he expected it. What really got to him was her restraint. While everyone else was chasing after him, Elara was actively avoiding him. And for some reason, that distance pulled him in far more powerfully than any obvious desire ever could. It actually frightened him. So whenever she happened to get too close, Lucien would pull back. His tone would turn cold, his posture would become rigid. One time, in the corridor lined with ancient murals, their shoulders brushed against each other and he just froze. "You shouldn't be near me," he said, his voice quiet, an urgent warning hidden beneath his usual control. Elara stood there, completely still, her heart racing, wondering if she had imagined the seriousness in his voice. Meanwhile, over at the Blackmoor estate, concern was hardening into genuine alarm. Lucien's parents, Alaric and Seraphine Blackmoor, were more than just wealthy, they were practically untouchable. Their return to Nocthaven after 150 years had already disturbed the town's old balances, but it was Lucien's behavior that worried them most. "He's changing," Seraphine whispered to her husband one evening, "and it's because of her," Alaric replied, his voice heavy. "The orphan?" Disbelief cut sharply through Seraphine's voice. Alaric didn't answer. Some names he knew were never meant to be spoken again. At the same time, deep beneath the town hall, candles burned low in a sealed chamber. The secret council of Nocthaven had convened. Ancient symbols etched into the stone walls flickered faintly in the candlelight. Protective relics on the table trembled, as if they could sense a presence they couldn't yet define. "The forest is restless," one elder said, his voice a low rumble. "The old safeguards are weakening," added another. "We don't know why," the eldest of them finally admitted. "But something has returned. Not someone. Something." That very night, Elara found herself wandering into the underground artifact hall at Ravenhold Academy, drawn there by a strange curiosity. Her fingers gently brushed against a weathered carving on a stone tablet, an ancient symbol whose meaning had been lost to time. She had no idea she was being watched. Lucien stood hidden in the shadows, fighting against an invisible force pulling him toward her. He knew that every step he took in her direction brought them both closer to a dangerous truth neither of them was ready to face. High above Nocthaven, the clouds parted. The moon rose higher and brighter than it had in years, and in the quiet of the night, the past began to breathe again. That's the end of episode 2. If the story has pulled you into Nocthaven's shadows, make sure to like, share, and subscribe because the secrets are only just beginning to surface. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.